Welcome back to Your Story for You. Today, we're diving into the glitz, glamour, and grit of one of the most influential industries in the world, Hollywood. From its humble beginnings as a small cluster of studios to becoming a global powerhouse shaping how we see stories, this is the incredible journey of American cinema. It all started in the late 19th century when motion pictures were still a novelty. Pioneers like Edward Muybridge experimented with capturing movement through photography, laying the groundwork for what would become cinema. Meanwhile, Thomas Edison introduced devices like the kinetoscope and kinetograph, which brought moving images to life for the first time. But it wasn't until the early 20th century that filmmaking truly took off. Fort Lee, New Jersey, was actually America's original film capital. Studios like Biograph and Fox set up shop there before California called their names. Why did everyone pack up and head west? Well, California offered something no East Coast city could match: perfect weather year-round. Filmmakers could shoot outside without worrying about rain or snow. Plus, being far from Thomas Edison's motion picture patents company meant they could avoid legal battles over equipment patents. It was freedom and creativity on a whole new level. In 1910, director D.W. Griffith arrived in Los Angeles with his troupe of actors, including future legends like Lillian Gish and Mary Pickford. They filmed in Old California, the very first movie shot in Hollywood. And just like that, a little village became the epicenter of dreams. The golden age of Hollywood spanned from the 1920s to the 1960s, a time when the studio system ruled supreme. MGM, Paramount, Warner Bros., RKO, and 20th Century Fox dominated not only production but also distribution and exhibition. These studios kept thousands of people on payroll: actors, directors, writers, even stuntmen, and churned out hundreds of films every year. This era gave us unforgettable stars like Humphrey Bogart, Katharine Hepburn, and James Stewart. But it wasn't all sunshine and spotlights. The Hays Code enforced strict censorship rules, dictating everything from language to morality. Yet, despite these limitations, filmmakers found ways to tell compelling stories that continue to resonate today. One pivotal moment changed everything: the arrival of sound. In 1927, the jazz singer marked the end of the silent film era and ushered in talkies. Suddenly, audiences could hear their favorite stars speak, and box office profits soared. This innovation solidified Hollywood's dominance worldwide. But success came with challenges. By the mid-20th century, antitrust lawsuits forced studios to sell off the theater chains, dismantling the monopoly they once held. Then came television, drawing viewers away from cinemas. For the first time, Hollywood had to adapt, or risk fading into obscurity. Enter New Hollywood. A wave of young, ambitious filmmakers emerged in the 1960s and 70s, inspired by European art house cinema and eager to push boundaries. Directors like Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, and Francis Ford Coppola redefined storytelling, blending commercial appeal with artistic ambition. Spielberg's Jaws and George Lucas's Star Wars didn't just break records, they created the modern blockbuster. Suddenly, summer releases weren't just movies, they were cultural events. And while critics debated whether this focus on spectacle overshadowed substance, there's no denying the impact these films had on pop culture. Today, Hollywood faces new challenges. Superhero movies dominate the box office, but some argue we're seeing superhero fatigue. Streaming platforms like Netflix and Disney Plus are changing how, and where, we watch films. Is cinema losing its soul to algorithms and binge-worthy content? Legendary directors like Martin Scorsese have voiced concerns, warning that cinema risks being reduced to mere content. But others point to independent filmmakers and diverse voices breaking through as proof that storytelling remains alive and well. And let's not forget progress. Representation matters more than ever. Films like Black Panther and Crazy Rich Asians prove that audiences crave stories reflecting the world's diversity. Women, people of color, and LGBTQ+ creators are stepping behind the camera, challenging stereotypes, and rewriting the rules. Hollywood may have started as a dream factory, but now it has the power to shape reality, to inspire change, spark conversations, and bring us closer together. So, what does the future hold for Hollywood? Will streaming take over completely? Can indie filmmakers coexist with billion-dollar franchises? Only time will tell. But one thing's certain. As long as humans crave stories, Hollywood will keep reinventing itself. If you enjoyed this dive into Hollywood history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world of entertainment. Thanks for watching, and remember, the show must go on.